All right, I wanted to welcome everybody to the stream today. Very excited to have you on. We are live. We are live. All right, fantastic. Today we're going to talk about really how to as an entrepreneur. You like my home studio? I even got the Hawaiian shirt on today. Isn't that good? But we're going to talk about, really about being a home entrepreneur and really what that means from the entrepreneur status. Now, if you're on right now, I am outside. This is not a virtual background. So if I have a little bit of wind, a little bit of sun, whatever happens, happens. There won't be any rain today. It's beautiful. But I wanted everybody to know, and I'm going to go ahead and stream it. So if you don't mind just sharing it on Twitch or doing a watch party on, Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and just find myself right now. Here we go. Power Team Global. There we go. I can see myself. It's sort of always. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm on Twitch right now, so I'm hosting a channel. So that's really good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Facebook. So if everybody could do the same thing, go to Facebook. It's very simple. You go to Facebook. I'll find the one that just went live. There we go. I'll do Rainmaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say hi. Okay, fantastic. And then I'm going to share, and I'm going to create a watch party. And I'm going to start a watch party. I might even invite one of the groups I'm in because it's okay. They're Power Team members. And I'm just going to go ahead and start also a watch party with my own group. There we go. All right, fantastic. So it is about education. The word is education, but it's, Power Team, we've been around for 15 years now, and it's not just education. We actually fund businesses. We put speakers on stage. Right now in Las Vegas, Platinum Speaker Camp is going off right now with also a whole virtual component. We're teaching over 20 new Platinum speakers to be on stage and to be on our virtual events within 60 days or less. So we don't mess around at Power Team. This is about getting it done now. This is about taking yourself to the next level. So my name is Michael Silvers. I'm Executive Vice President of Power Team. I head up global training. The great thing about that is that I'm here for you. And I want you to join what we're doing, and then we're going to dive right into content. So get ready to write. I'm in my home studio. It doesn't get any better than this. Life is good. This is called the outdoors. Everybody got it? And then after I leave this, I'm going back onto the other Zoom where we have, again, all these empowered Platinum speakers in Las Vegas and virtually learning what to do and to be on stage really quickly, usually 60 days or less. So that's pretty awesome because we have the stages. So at Power Team, the great thing about this is we've been around for 15 years. We host virtual events. Our owner, Mr. Bill Walsh, did turnarounds for 10 years, took 2 years off. Look at how he had to improve the small business and then created Rainmaker in 2005. Was going to sell 200 in the first year at 5,000. We sold 3,000 packages because we partnered, write the word down. We partnered with Franklin Covey and GoDaddy. And we also partnered with the Learning Annex, who put him on stage all around the world. 2 years later, in 2007, created a joint venture fund. So think of this as your own business. What's our funnel? We have 2.5-day boot camp for small businesses. Then we create a venture fund so we can fund the businesses. Do you see how this works? Then in 2008, created the Win Global Mastermind so the businesses could come together with high net worth individuals and really look at what they need to do if how they're going to create a business, how that all looks. We do it in the Bahamas. We're doing it again in November. And then in 2010, created Platinum Speaker Camp because Bill Walsh took 2 years to become the best of the best on the planet. And then he taught Les Brown. He worked with Mark Victor Hansen. I could just say many who have been in the course. And then he went ahead and started to teach that. And then we ventured with became the main sponsor for the Small Business Expo that put about 100,000 businesses a year through our doors. And at the same time, we started to put speakers on stages all around the world, having all of our events. Created our internet marketing division. We have, it just gets better and better. And then at the same time, we really created that next step, which was the local masterminds and virtual masterminds. And here we are in 2020. We have over 300 live events a year. We have hours and hours of virtual every week. We actually have a live course going off right now, and it just gets better and better and better. So with that being said, I want everybody right now to take notes. And you know what's funny is because these calls live forever because we've also started the Success Club. And the Success Club is really about all of you, not about us. So I'm just going to take about 10, 15 minutes. If there's any questions, that's great. I will take them on the live feed. And if there's not, that's fine too, because it's called content for the successclub2020.com. So I'm going to type that in here so you could go there. And we actually have a complimentary membership because we want to get you guys started. And it's, it's just the way to do it. So Success Club. Oops, if I could spell, I'm using a different keyboard today. Successclub2020.com. So go ahead and just go there and make sure that you register. It's really easy that way. And if you're interested to work with a team that has over 400 events a year, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what to text, but don't do it unless you're ready to go. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to invest, what it looks like, how you would work with our team, and how quickly we need that to happen. Text to SBA at SBA 26786. There we go. Okay, fantastic. And I'll put that in there too. So what you want to do is you want to be able to be part of a team that's growing. So write this down. As an entrepreneur, how do you talk to individuals? How do you talk to somebody of a very high net worth, and what are you going to bring them, and how clear is your message? And if you like to type your message, that would be great. But your message has to be very clear, because at that moment, if you come to me and you say, well, I want to work with you, that's fantastic. I want to know what's your why and how clear is your message. By the year 2025, I'm going to have created business success. For who, for what, for where? So you want to be very clear in your messaging, and that's a really important point, is to be clear in your messaging. So who are you messaging to? Who are you messaging for? And how clear is your message? How clear is that message that you can really live through that? How clear is your message that you can make a difference in anything you do? How clear is that message? So if you type in your messages, and I know it's okay. For those of you who are not on yet and you're listening to this a couple months down the road, that's okay. But how clear is that message makes a big difference. How clear am I presenting my message to move that forward? And that's a big piece, right? If you look at us, right, you could say, wow, Power Team, 300 events a year and all these live events every week. And we've created over 200 hours of digital content within just 45 days. And we're going right back to live events. We've got one in Vegas today. We're teaching Platinum Speaker Camp for speakers to be on stages in 60 days or less. So we take action really quickly, but we also know what they're working on right now is how clear is your message? How clear is that message? Again, if you're coming to me or you're walking up to a billionaire, Richard Branson walks in front of you, how would you clearly present your message? And so I want you to really think about that, is how clear is your message? And sometimes what happens is your message is not clear because you're not clear. You have no idea what you really want to do. So one thing I did back in 2005, I wrote something out, said by the year 2015, I will help create the dream and inspired 1 million people to achieve their goals, dreams, and desires. Their goals, dreams, and desires. All right. Now that's not as clear as it could be, but it was enough by the year 2015 that I had done that, because I had worked with most of the major teams around the world. I had put together most of the internet. My wife and I built a coaching division in 12 countries. Does that make sense? And we had tens of thousands of students coming through our system that told other people about it. And I had been on stages in front of 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. And then they presented our message on a call where we suddenly had 100,000. And I realized in that 15 years, my wife and I had touched 1 million people. So I reset the goal for 10 more years, right? And it's 2020 that it's really, for me, it's about creating what that next dream is for them. And the dream is to build local virtual masterminds around the world. So we have 35 already, and I just come on board with Power Team. Actually, it's almost, I have to look, it's been like 10 months now. I'm very excited. But at the year mark, my goal is always been 40 plus. And then by next year, we've slowed it down a little bit because we were at a clip to hit 100 without a problem. Obviously, the local masterminds have moved to be a virtual mastermind. You have to tap into your audience virtually, but you want to make sure that you do that really well. So I'm also a podcaster. I've had a podcast. And having a podcast is great because it's another way to reach your audience. It's always about the reach of your audience. So how clear are you on your message? If you came up to me again, or if you text SBA to 26786 and I call you and I say, so what's your message? I want to hear the answer, right? Or what are you going to change and what's the timeline to that change? That makes a big difference. The timeline and the change makes a big difference, right? I'm looking at my phone right now. Thank you for those of you who are texting it in. And actually, what happens, I'll just let you know, I get the opt in and then I will text you from my phone. You see a 425. Don't like get all crazy because it is me. Somebody once said, well, somebody's spamming me. No. they're not spamming you, right? It's just me contacting you. So that's a really critical piece of what we do. That's how clear you need to be on your message. And your message is critically important as you're moving this forward. Your message is critically important as you're moving forward. Because if you're going to come to me, and so people will text, this is what happens all the time in our world, right? I run global training for a company that has 300 events and live and virtual events every single week. And they'll say, well, I know what's in it for them. That's what they're going to ask. But they come to me, they don't really know their message, which is okay if they're new. But if they've been in business for a couple of years, they don't know their message. They don't know how they want to make a difference. And at the same time, what's stunning to me is that they ask me for something. And so the reason that I've been successful in life, and my wife and I really did this, and we still do it, is how can I be of service to you? And that's what I'll say to a speaker. That's what I'll say when I bought, and I'll buy all the courses, right? So I bought all the courses. I was told by Bob Proctor 20 years ago, buy every course and read every book. But so I bought all the courses, and then we headed down in 2005, I think, to Australia. And we took the courses down there by a gentleman named Chris Howard. And the students, saw two Americans down there. It was pretty funny. And all my wife basically and I, all we did is we said, how can we be of service to you? By something that he asked. And that put us on the road in personal development big time. That opens us up to be at events with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 people. That put us into, we were running the whole internet side, and then we were, heading up the whole coaching division, and she was working, diligently in the Adventure Club. So, but it was becoming to be of service. So if you come to me, if you text SBA to 26786 and we have a phone call, your first question should be, how can I be of service to you? I'm just making sure there's breaking tropical storm. Nope, that's in Mexico, not here. So we'll pray for them, of course, but I don't have to run inside. So you want to make sure that you're always of service. So write this down. How can I be of service? So you now are strong on what's your why and why you're doing it. You're making sure that when you come up to me, you're in 30 seconds or less. But your first thing out of your mouth should be, Michael, it's really nice to meet you. How can I be of service to you today? Is there something you need? And it works on LinkedIn too. I get the LinkedIn. I get these, on my profile. And I don't build LinkedIn too much. I've probably got 2,000 people. But what I get all the time is, here's my services. You haven't responded to my messages and all of that. The ones I respond to are the ones that said, it's great that we're connected. How can I be of service? I'll ask, right? I'll say, great. So what's your business? And they'll tell me without selling themselves. And then I'll say, so what can you offer us? We have 300 events a year and this is what we do. Show me what you can do. Do one thing. And that will tie the relationship in forever. When we started that internet program back in 2005, we were not given a budget or didn't ask for any money. We were just told to just go do it. So we did, because we enrolled other people in the mission and the dream and where it's going. We knew strong enough that we were going to change the lives of people around the world. And by doing that, we were going to be able to do it from the position of, how can I be of service? How can I be of service? Makes a difference every time. How can I be of service to those that need to be of service? So that's what I want you to do. So text SBA to 26786. I'm head of global training. We have 300 events a year. We have live events. I don't mind just answering questions about your business anyways. It'll be a 15-minute quick call, but then obviously, how do you start out? How can I be of service? So then I'm going to ask you about your business and what you do to see how you can be of service to us. And then we're always looking at how we can be of service to you. How can we take the power of what we do and really make a difference? How can we take the power of what we do and drive this thing forward? It's our team's very busy today because typically there's 3 or 4 team members on, and they'll be taking notes and typing and helping. But I've got them all working at the event. and we've got them working on several different projects. And so, you do what's best for the team. And yeah, I can do this myself today. I know how to run the board. I know how to turn it on. You should be able to do those things. But normally, I don't have to do much of anything but just chat. I will have on tomorrow, we have Austin at 3 o'clock. We'll be talking about internet marketing and funnels and our new program. And on Wednesday, it'll be myself or Mr. Bill Walsh right for live from the event about being a better speaker and speaker mastery and how he did it for the last 20 years and what he did and why he's been on the most major stages. Because being on the most major stages will make the biggest difference in the world. At the same time, you can do it virtually, right? I know people are on virtual stages with thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So why not? And why not do it both ways? But you want it to always be of service. That is critical piece. Always be of service and make a difference. Say, I will make a difference. Fantastic. So text SBA to 26786. There it is up there. I'll be looking forward to meeting with you. We are expanding like crazy. We're going live again. We have an event today in Vegas. How's that? And we don't play around with price. We don't play around with what we need or what we're doing. At the same time, we are incredibly loyal to work with, and we'll be there for you. Hopefully you've taken something I've said and you've used it in your business already, because it is about making a difference. I'm going back to my streams, and what I do sometimes too, it's a little trick, is I actually see who actually is also on the stream with me, because what that does is then I also know who's involved. I also know who's supporting us. Everybody get that? I want to see who's supporting us, and I can see the viewers and I can see what's happening. And it makes a big difference as we build a business. So I wanted to thank everybody for being on today. I'll take questions for a couple minutes, or I'll let you guys go. We didn't, sometimes we promote these pretty heavily, but this is content today because we've got the course going. We didn't do it as a biggest promotion. I want to thank all of you who are on. I know there'll be lots of you watching later tonight. And if you want to contact me, and if this is something you really want, text SBA to 26786 and I'll connect with you. I'll send you my calendar and we'll get talking this week. I'm going to be assisting by the board for the course going on in Las Vegas today with Platinum Speaker. And it's really a great time. So if you need anything, just let me know. And just excited to have all of you on. No questions at this point. That's fantastic. You guys are awesome. I look forward to more time with you. I look forward to what you're going to learn and questions that you have. My name is Michael Silvers. I'm head of global training for Power Team. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook. I don't always take requests on Facebook, but on LinkedIn, I definitely, let me know what your business is, and we can see if there's a match, and I'll take you in. And I really look forward to the work we're going to do together and how you're going to move forward. So don't forget, the biggest question of the first thing you say when you're speaking to somebody new is, how can I be of service to you? It's a question that will open more doors than you've ever expected. And make sure you know what you do, and you can say it in 30 seconds or less so it makes sense with impact and has a call to action. Everybody got it? Great. No questions? I'm just looking at any questions on the board. Fantastic. Hey, Laurel, how are you? So it's just great to have all of you on. Very exciting. I'm going to go back to speaker class. It's on Zoom on the other computer. I got 2 computers running today. What a great day. Isn't that just great? I'll tell everybody hi to Bill from all of you. And he's just having too much fun. All right, everybody. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. I will talk to you all soon. It's been an amazing time, and you guys. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.